This is the Digital Shelf Insider podcast of MetricsCart. Hi all, welcome back to the Digital Shelf Insider podcast of MetricsCart. I'm your host Shreshta, and today we have Shauna Pannone join us. She is the Pre-Sales Solution Director at ChannelEngine. They have a really cool report that's come out this year on online shopper behavior in marketplaces, and we're going to dive deep and discuss that. So I'm excited. Let's get started. Before that, if you're watching on video on YouTube, you would notice that these are videos that are taken at two different points of time. I kind of messed up on the intro, so here I'm doing a reshoot and adding this clip. So hi, and let's get started. Hi, Shauna. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good too. A very warm welcome to the podcast. And I read about your work, and you've been part of this industry for more than 15 years. Could you take us through all that you do and what's your journey been like all the while?
Yeah, I'd love to. My name is Shauna Pannone. I'm a pre-sales solution director with ChannelEngine currently. I've got over 16 years of experience working with sellers and brands in the e-commerce and marketplace spaces. I've been with ChannelEngine for about 2 years now. So if people out there haven't yet heard of ChannelEngine, we're a marketplace integration management suite. We've got over 950 global integrations, and that's growing every day. We were founded back in 2013, and our team is actually made up of 220 very talented people providing our clients with 24/7 support with offices all over the globe, really to create that follow the sun approach, because when we look at e-commerce, it doesn't stop, so neither do we.
Yes.
And when I say marketplaces, I'm of course talking about the traditional sense of the Amazons and the Walmarts of the world, but also social channels and
Right.
your possibly your own brand website, and even possibly Amazon vendor, and even feed management. So there's a lot that encapsulates marketplaces today. So whether that's, optimizing listings or managing orders or driving strategic expansion, our customer success teams are really there to help brands scale a lot faster and smarter. And one of the things I'll say that I've learned early on in my career is that in order for businesses to really be successful, it's also important to have a customer-focused mindset.
Yeah.
So that's why we recently conducted a research that we publish in our ebook to really shift our focus from the seller perspective to the consumer viewpoints.
Right.
And this study uncovered key marketplace behaviors, and that's what we're excited to share today, sharing these different findings to really help the sellers succeed in attracting the right customers. So we're looking at real data that we've collected. We're not just guessing when it comes to that.
Awesome. So let's get started with, like you said, this report that
Yeah.
ChannelEngine had published a few months ago, and it's the shopper behavior in online marketplaces. So, in fact, the team at MetricsCart, we've been curating an ebook. It's a brand's guide on digital shelf analytics, and we picked some of the cool stats from your report. Because it's so crucial. That there's a particular part that I really like. It's about reviews that you mentioned that about 77% of the consumers check online reviews, the ones that you see on marketplaces. And it's so crucial for us because we work with brands closely on review analysis, and we try to educate them and keep them in the know that, they really need to look into the reviews that you see on online marketplaces as well. So could you share what are the insights, the key insights that, our audience should look up in the report? And yeah, we would also add the link to the report in the description notes, as well as once it's on our site, we'll add the link there as well.
Perfect. Yeah, that's great. We'd love for people to download it and read it.
Yeah.
But just some of the recent research study that included 4,500 global shoppers.
Yeah.
And these are the main things that we've learned from that research, marketplaces are really the starting point to nearly half of all the shoppers.
Yeah.
When we look at the research, it was 47% beginning their journey here on marketplaces compared to only 24% on search engines and 14% on brand websites. And that's a massive shift.
Yeah.
This really means the visibility on marketplaces is crucial, especially when we look at the stats. 86% of the shoppers say marketplaces offer those best deals. So we also discovered that on average, customers are looking at 2 to 3 different marketplaces before making a purchase, especially in categories like fashion and home living. So really important stats there.
Yeah. What are the sort of key factors that you see brands should definitely consider when they are expanding to multiple online marketplaces?
Yeah, what we've learned in our research is that the top 3 factors, including top 3 factors influencing marketplace purchases, are price,
Yeah.
and that was at 41%. Product selection was second at 40%, and shipping cost was third at 37%. So US shoppers are even more price sensitive, which really reinforces that need for competitive pricing and even promotions on marketplaces. But of course, it's not just about price. Shoppers trust
Right.
marketplaces for product variety, reliability. So optimizing the listings is really key. And I'd also add to that, in my experience, choosing the right partners when you're looking to scale to keep things streamlined is also very important. And that's one of the things I love about ChannelEngine. In addition to the customer success team that I mentioned earlier, we also have a partner network led by our partner managers that can introduce sellers to new marketplaces because of the solid relationships we've built. And we have an experienced sales team, pre-sales team that can look at the specific business case and provide the best path forward. We spend a lot of time exploring sellers' back-end systems, finding the best source of truth, and provide the best path forward with connecting to whatever the back-end system is, whether that's an ERP, a PIM system, a 3PL, an API connection, or even a plugin to an existing e-commerce system. We really simplify the complicated by taking a look at every unique business case, since every business is different, and really help the sellers be set up for success from the beginning. So in short, we really help every step of the way, including managing product listings, which allows the sellers to expand their brands and manage everything through one single interface. And of course, it's also really important to choose the right channels.
Definitely. Yeah.
Know which content to send where, make sure inventory is up to date to prevent overselling, understand the competition, what the competition is doing, having the right analytics so you know what's going on, and focus on profitability goals, and having the right pricing strategy. So it's not always strategic for businesses to put all products on all marketplaces. They really want to ask themselves, does their product fit? And does it fit your brand? And we have an entire team that can really help with these strategy sessions based on those strategies, set the right goals and KPIs for the business.
So important. I like how you mentioned simplify the complicated, because I feel a lot of the internal team works of brands involve like looking at a lot of data and then getting confused. And yeah, we really need to, strive them for actionability.
Absolutely. It's super important.
Yeah. What challenges do you see sellers commonly facing when they are trying to scale into a new marketplace?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'd say the biggest challenges are really mapping correctly on all the different marketplaces and keeping up to date with the changes of the marketplaces. Many sellers try to initially do this internally themselves, but once they are in more of a growth mode, they soon realize that it's becomes impossible to scale, and really costs more to keep this internal than it would to use a solution like ChannelEngine. And with ChannelEngine, you can quickly and accurately create those specific product listings for marketplaces, which is useful if you have a large inventory, and really simply put, this allows for more detailed control over what's sold where. And we also excel in the category and product mapping, and every marketplace is very different. And we help take the guesswork out of that. And we're constantly keeping updated on all the changes from the marketplaces so our sellers don't have to. We
Right.
also have an advanced pricing engine to target winning the buy box.
Makes
This
sense.
allows you to create different thresholds that make sense for the business. It takes into consideration other factors like competitive reviews, um, ratings, shipping times, and stock. And in addition, our clients can create promotional pricings, which has start and end dates,
Yeah.
and even utilize what we call virtual bundles, which
Yeah.
allows for them to promote differentiated products and even sell unpopular products. And sellers can really utilize the virtual bundles to increase the average order value. So if they are looking to increase revenue, virtual bundles are a great way to do that.
Yeah. So how do you help brands optimize their product listings for different regional audiences? Suppose if a product is originally from the US and they need to sell it in India. Now we need a little bit of regional contextualization so
Yeah.
that it kind of fits into the audience, right? So how does that
Yeah.
happen?
We're actually very familiar with um, going global, is what we
Mm.
call it, because
Yeah.
we're a global organization that originally started in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And the simple fact is that people are going global. Europe is almost the same size as the US, but has many more marketplaces to tap into. So going global is really a growing trend. 3 out of 4 customers are buying cross-border today, and each marketplace has very unique and strict guidelines for
Yeah.
product listings. So ensuring those listings meet these specific requirements is very crucial to avoid things like disapproval, which can lead to lower visibility and missed revenue opportunities. Repeated issues can even result in account bans.
Right.
So other things to consider when you are going global are currency conversions, language translation tools, and even cross-border shipping. This is all where our partner managers and customer success teams really shine and really help our clients.
Makes sense. Um, so you and I would know that we are all on Reels right now. How do you see social commerce evolving for brands?
The landscape obviously is changing. We're seeing brands go direct to consumer now more than ever, and it's an important trend is social commerce. Whether you love it or hate it, 90% of internet users are using social platforms globally. So this is the way the new generation of people are buying from
Definitely.
sellers.
Yeah.
Over 40% of shoppers have made a purchase directly on social media platforms, and nearly a quarter would do it again. So adopting this now into a business will allow that business to accelerate much faster and really stay ahead of the curve.
So true. What impact do you see influencers and user-generated content have on marketplace performance?
Yeah, great question. Influencers and content creators play a very critical role in triggering sales as well as developing the brand awareness. What we found is about 45% of consumers in the US are more likely to trust a brand when it comes with an endorsement from a content
Mm.
creator or influencer that they already follow and trust. So, influencers have become a vital source of recommendations in a world where people frequently form strong connections with content creators that they can relate to. Impulse buying is another huge opportunity. 66% of US shoppers make unplanned purchases on marketplaces.
Yeah.
So, you probably want to ask yourself the question of how to tap into that.
Yeah.
Some tactics would be using urgency tactics like
Yeah.
limited time deals, fear of missing out messages, and strategic promotions to drive those spontaneous purchases. Creating basically a sense of urgency and excitement is really important for that.
Very true. How can brands really measure the ROI effectively when it comes to social commerce? Because is there sort of some standardization or benchmarking around it?
Yeah, I mean, it's so important to measure all success by
Yeah.
providing a comprehensive overview of various performance metrics related to all the different sales channels you're selling on. And really with ChannelEngine, one of the greatest things about ChannelEngine is that we have that. We have what we call a sales overview, which helps in understanding the growth or decline over time, insights into which products are selling the best. This can inform stock replenishment decisions and help in identifying which products to promote more heavily. Even things about orders and returns, those are critical for assessing the quality of the products or the accuracy of the product descriptions. And we even show the time of day customers are making purchases. So really having some type of comprehensive sales performance reporting capabilities, which we do through our insights model and our standard reports. The insights feature that I'm talking about is built on Power BI. It's a centralized dashboard consolidating sales data from various online channels. It allows for detailed analysis over gross merchandise value, average order value, identifying the top performing products, like I said, in brands, monitoring of product listings, availability, examining the competition. The buy box win rates is really important, and tracking returns. You can also gain insights into sales trends, customer behavior, overall growth metrics, and both the insights reports and the dashboard standardized reports can typically be exported for further analysis and customization within ChannelEngine.
Very interesting. We've almost come to the end of the episode. And what trends do you foresee shaping the future of e-commerce marketplaces?
Oh, I'd say the top trends, AI. ChannelEngine is really, a step ahead when it comes to AI. We're seeing more and more of this, but currently, AI powered category mapping feature. We have content mapping feature. These features basically automatically recommend the most relevant marketplace specific categories and content for products. We also have an AI tool for our product virtual bundles, which helps create accurate titles, descriptions, even images to save time and boost top line growth. And we have many more plans to incorporate even more AI functionalities that enable automation in the near future. And then, as we mentioned earlier, second, I would say social. US sales in the first 2 weeks of November 2024 more than tripled compared to the year before, and almost twice as many users visit Facebook than other social channels. So really important for that as well.
Thank you, Shauna, for joining us. It was so insightful to talk to you and learn more about what ChannelEngine does, and especially the stats that you've given at each point is so insightful. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. And if you guys have any more information or want any more information, feel free to visit our website. You can download our marketplace shopping behavior report and just reach out to us. We'd love to talk to you.
Yes, and we'll leave all the links below on the description notes.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We've come to the end of the episode. If you loved what you just listened to, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll be back next Monday with a really awesome guest. Stay tuned until then.